Welcome to the slouch theory. Oh, slouch theory. Slouching. Slouching.
Yeah, you got food at the house, but it tastes bad. Now what you gonna do? How do you solve the problem now? They don't talk about that. Sometimes the food at the house be bad, bro. I made some shit today and I had an attitude with me. You ever did no shit like that? Well, you made yourself some food, and then because of how the food turned out, you gotta, and you know, for the most part, I don't know about you, but I know if I do it, I still make my best attempt to eat it, because I'm like, I done made it, you know, I made it. I can't just dump it, because that defeats the whole purpose of me trying to make food. What the fuck? So I have to sit here and reluctantly eat something that I prepared. So I just got an attitude with me. But how you doing? That's not none of y'all business or fault or problem. That's not y'all. That's what it is. When somebody says it's not your business, for the most part, it sounds very aggressive. It sounds combative. You know, sometimes somebody telling you, yo, this is none of your business is a great thing to hear. You know what I mean? Say you walking into a room, you just minding your business. You in some type of, maybe you in some type of building, like an office building, right? And then you take a left. You're like, oh, let me just open up this door. I don't usually open this. You probably trying to go to the cafeteria or some shit. So you just open a random door, and then you look inside, and there's a motherfucker holding a pistol at some dude's head, and he like, hey, bro, this none of your business. That's a good time to be told this is none of your fucking business. That's the best time, actually. But outside of that, for the rest of the times, it just sounds very not. Is it demeaning? You know, like mind your fucking business. Like it hurt when you hear that. For the most part, it hurt. Like at least a little bit. Like your feelings is like you're a little sensitive to it. You know. But then there's times where you're like, wow, you're right. I should mind my fucking business. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up how you end up. Dead, nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. But, hey, I should mind my business. But I say that to say this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope you're doing all right. How life been? You know what I'm saying? What's going on in your world? Squirrel? People say that still? I ain't nothing but a squirrel trying to get a nut or some stupid shit. I don't know. I did some dope shit today, man. Which is why a huge reason of why the podcast is late again. Come on now, stop being angry with me, yo. You know what we doing here. I'm figuring it out. But yeah, I did something cool. I went to I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it seems as though it's a place for people who have been through the, what you call it, the judicial system, huh? They probably have served time, and then they now have been rehabilitated, and they are now being reintroduced back into society. And you know, these people need a chuckle. They need some advice, maybe some insight. You know, a kind word or two. And it was fucking dope, man. It was really funny. And not even because of me. The funny shit came from the people that was watching. You know, the participants of the event. Like, there was this one dude who, he found out that I did Jimmy Fallon, right? Son is losing his mind. He's like, that's dope. But like, he starts shitting on Jimmy Fallon immediately. He's like, who the fuck is Jimmy Fallon? He's funnier than you? Jimmy Fallon's funny? Get the fuck out of here. Jimmy Fallon he did Taxi with Queen Latifah. How the fuck is he funny? Like, he's going off. To the point now, right? I did the event and everything, but I had that one piece in my mind the entire day. The fact that Jimmy Fallon been rocking for years now. Decades, right? SNL, all kind of shit. But the thing that stood out to this guy right here was that he did a movie called Taxi. with Queen Latifah. So I said, when I get home today, I must watch Taxi. I gotta see what was so bad about this movie that this dude held a grudge. Essentially, he held a grudge against Jimmy Fallon since he's watched this movie. And I think it came out in 2004 or 2006, one of those. But that's a long ass fucking time to be like, if I ever got the opportunity to share how much I hate this fucking movie, I will. I watched the movie. Was it amazing? Nah, I'm not gonna say it was amazing. Was it horrific? Was it the worst thing I've ever seen? Nah, I'm not gonna say that either. However, I'll say this. There's the opening scene of the movie, right? It's this high speed, high action bike messenger person. When you watch it, all you see, you just see a person. You can't tell what gender the person is. You just see a in-shape figure maneuvering a bike in some inhumane ways. Like, this shit is not possible, the stuff this person is doing on this bike. They riding the bike on the side of trucks, jumping off of bridges. A regular ass bicycle, not a motorcycle or no dirt bike. A regular, I gotta pedal this shit, little mountain bike. And son was wild and jumping through between train cars, and like the shit he was doing, it's like X Games level and higher. You know, like this is not no. There's 2% of the people on this planet that can move a bicycle like this. Like, that's how crazy. He's top. Whoever's doing this bike stunt shit is top 1% level talent on a bicycle, because it's not normal. And then at the end of that crazy ass bike messenger scene, with the types of tricks you're watching, your mind is like, there's no, who the fuck? This got to be CGI. And they want us to believe, because they do a reveal of who's riding this bike, right? The person had on a big ass helmet the entire time. They get to the bike messenger headquarters, and the person takes off the helmet, and it turns out this entire time, the person that's doing the craziest bicycle tricks you have ever seen in your life was Queen Latifah. They want me to believe that Queen Latifah could ride a bicycle like, I mean, yo, the tricks that this person was doing, like, Tony Hawk would be like, yo, you gotta chill out. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, and they want me to believe that Queen Latifah was the one whipping this bike like this. Now, here's the thing. Here's my critique for the opening scene. Cut that shit, all right? Don't try to make me suspend disbelief to the point where now Queen Latifah is a BMX rider. She's a professional BMX. Like, she's jumping over 2 cars at a time on a bicycle. So they go through that. They have a scene now where this is like, it's almost like opening scene part 2, because it's another speed introduction to like what you're supposed to be getting in this movie, like a lot of fast driving or tricks or whatever. But now Queen Latifah is a taxi driver, but she got this souped up ass cab that she soups up herself. Souped up taxi. It got all kind of gear and spoilers and turbos and exhaust kits and all of this shit, right? And then A rich dude gets in the cab and goes, yo, $100, gun it. Let me get to the airport in 15 minutes. And she starts hitting switches and flipping buttons and bow. She hits the race like she's driving NASCAR style. Tokyo Drift ain't got nothing on Queen Latifah. That is a more believable scene than having Queen Latifah be Dave Hoffa on a bike. Like, she's not. It was the second I seen the reveal, I was like, this has to be intended to be a comedy. Like, the whole movie is intended to be a comedy, but that one scene, y'all can't want me to take this serious. I want this to be a joke. Like, haha, you thought it was somebody else, but it's Queen Latifah. Ha 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 ha. I don't know if they was doing that. I hope so. But when Queen Latifah did the souped up cab drive where she got the dude, he said, yo, I just need you to get me there in 15 minutes. Queen Latifah got him there in 9 minutes and change. Like, she was skirt, killing it. And that was great. That was a good scene. I liked it. It was believable. I could suspend my disbelief or whatever the fuck. It was good. Because, yeah, I could believe a woman that looks like Queen Latifah can soup up a car and drive that shit. But I cannot buy a woman that look like Queen Latifah hopping on a damn whatever the fuck mountain bike and then bunny hopping the mountain bike across and through a open train door. Like, the shit they was doing. First of all, nobody that's above 160 pounds, 140 pounds could do this shit. You got to be a very nimble person. You got to be nimble. This ain't no man-woman shit. I couldn't move no bike like this. And I would like to, I don't know if I'm assuming, but I would argue that I'm in better shape, better physical shape, conditioning compared to a Queen Latifah. And I know for a fact I could not move a bike in no kind of way like that. But hey, this is the movies, right? This is the movies. But dude was very like, he was shitting on Jimmy Fallon for Taxi. Just that movie alone. He didn't mention anything else he does. He didn't talk about The Tonight Show. He didn't talk about SNL. All he was going on about over and over again was, yo, he did Taxi. Jimmy Fallon was in Taxi. How dare he have any say in comedy? Like, I couldn't believe it. I ain't never seen the movie until today. It's chill. It's nothing. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's just like, it's a movie. It's watchable. There's some good car chases in there. I like watching Queen Latifah be in the high-speed, souped-up cab, like the cab driver, because that's way more believable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a sister that drive hard as fuck. Like, so I know. I've seen it. You know? But not on the bicycle. Y'all trying to push this idea of X Games Latifah. X Games Latifah is not believable. I'm not buying it. We not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to have Rocket Power Queen Latifah. And yo, shout out to Rocket Power. That was a good time in my childhood development watching Rocket Power. That's probably why I got into all of the shit that I got into, all this skateboarding and it was a part of that. But in terrible news, horrible news. I mean, this is not too terrible, horrific. This is kind of expected. But Mississippi is like, yo, if you get caught with weed, you getting life. Mississippi is giving people life for marijuana. Okay? Mississippi Supreme Court upholds life sentence for weed possession. Not distribution. Not that you out here thinking you Big Meech with a bag of weed trying to sell it to everybody, supply the whole hood. Nah. If you have an eighth on you for personal consumption in the state of Mississippi, your ass could go to jail not for 5 years, not for 10 years, not for 20, but for life. Let me tell you something, right? I got friends that live in Mississippi. I like the people that I know in Mississippi. Like, I know some good people out there. I like them. But for the state, man, fuck that place. Bro, what? What life sentence for weed in America? Why the fuck? Then why we mad about what Russia doing to Brittany Griner? Cause hey, this is not even new. America been dirty when it came to this. Marijuana is not a new, let me say, trap, a new way to trap people, because it's not they put it on the same drug scheduling as a lot of some real hardcore shit. The type of drugs that once you ingest it, you are not you anymore. You know? You smoke some weed, you're gonna be a little different. You're gonna be a little you know, what, meh. You might be a little bit of that, but you still you. You're not gonna try to bite your fucking best friend or something. But you smoke meth, huh? You might look at your friend and you might not even blink for a good while. You're thinking about, what the fuck's your problem? And then you just haul off and bite that motherfucker. I don't know how meth work, but I watch Discovery Channel. It looked dangerous. Every time Discovery Channel is filled with a bunch of methy white people. It's just a bunch of disheveled methy whites. And I seen some shit. There was one dude that was taking the meth and like putting it in his toes, nigga. Like he was like injecting meth into his, I don't know, was it meth or heroin? It was one of them shits. He was putting some hardcore shit. But he boiled it on a spoon, he turned it into liquid, and then he put it in a syringe. Just some old dirty shit that he took up out of some old dirty ass bag he got, and he stabbed himself in the foot and shot himself up in the toe. I ain't never seen nobody shoot up in the big toe. I didn't even know that was a thing you can do. All the movies only have a motherfucker wrapping the belt around his arm and then stabbing himself up in the arm. I didn't know people was out here injecting themselves in toes. He stabbed himself in the big toe. And boys said, woo! I'm not gonna lie. Like, he got whatever he wanted, he got from the toe injection. And they put weed on the same drug schedule as something as intense as a heroin and a meth and all of these, mind altering, personality altering, sense of self altering ass drugs. It's crazy. Life sentence for marijuana possession. What the fuck y'all do in Mississippi? Chuck the whole state of Mississippi out of here, bro. Leave a couple people. There's some good folks down there, but damn, son, I'm not. It's a scam. It's a scam. I like weed, but damn, it's getting. I keep hearing more and more places. Everything it's ugly. It's ugly. It don't seem like it. It don't even seem like the same weed I grew up hearing about. The weed I grew up hearing about seemed like it was of better quality. And even though the laws weren't as favorable in as many places as it is now, and it's almost like it's kind of hazy, because I'm telling you right now about a place in the state of Mississippi where you can fuck around and get life, bro. Do not get caught with no weed down there. Don't smoke. Don't do it to yourself, bro. If you go into Mississippi or anywhere even close, because I don't even know, they might try to pull something on state lines. Like, Nah, son, some of that weed smoke blew over here to get your ass. That is so fucked up. A life sentence for weed. Marijuana is in medical diction. Like, they put that shit in medicine. Like, there's places, I'm sure there's a medical facility in the state of Mississippi that administers cannabis as a method of healthcare. Like, they probably do it in pain relief or, certain neurological disorders. And in that same state where that is taking place in a medical facility, some dude that don't have that type of money, because you gotta have, in order to safely use drugs and get away with it and all kind of there's definitely some zip codes and money that's attached to this. Isn't everything almost basically covered in the idea of it's about your dollars and where you live, where you located, who you know, and what's in your bank account. Those are the big three of getting away with crime. Where are you located? That means zip code. You know what I mean? Are you in an affluent area? Are you in a area where you might be connected to some powerful people? Or are you in a place of poverty? Your zip code is gonna matter. Then the next thing is, who do you know? Are you somebody that can make a phone call and fuck all of this shit up? You know what I mean? Am I gonna get in trouble for messing with you? And then, can you afford to fight these legal battles? Can you afford bail, bonds, and all of this shit? What's in your bank account? If you got those three, that's the big three. Who you know, where you live, what's in your bank account. You got those three sewn up, you could commit all kind of crime. You could commit all kind of crime. You don't even got to think, for the most part. I don't know how, crime really work. A lot of my crime references come from watching movies. I don't fucking know. I don't even know how to play dice. I don't CeeLo or whatever the fuck. I don't know. And is that related to this topic whatsoever? I have no idea. Leave me alone. What I'm saying is, it's really ugly out here. They got Brittany Griner about to do 9 years. So wait a minute. You trying to tell me Russia is more lenient than the state of Mississippi? Is Mississippi our Russia? Because Russia's about to give, not even about to, they did sentence Brittany Griner to 9 years or 9.5 years for a freaking vape pen, right? She got sentenced for that. But the state of Mississippi is on some, Brittany, if you brought your tall ass down here with that vape pen, we'd have put you away for life, bitch. Fuck what Russia doing. Russia took it easy on you. Mississippi is like, Russia took it easy on you, Big Brit. Because if your ass came down here, bitch, we would have smoked you. They would have gave her a life sentence. And then what do you do? Huh, America, or the American people? Who would we be mad at then? I think that was too many W's, right? Who would we? That should almost have me. Promises, almost fucked me up. But who would we be mad at then? I gotta stop saying that. That's such a tongue twister. But yeah, she get locked up in America and gets life. We gonna be marching and trying to say what? Who we gonna trade to Mississippi? You can't trade nobody. Home. And that's the thing about these whole United States of America. The states are not united in virtually anything. There's different laws pertaining to each state. They adhere to different rules. That's the thing about when COVID was red fucking hot in America. All of the states couldn't agree on what they were going to do. Some states is like, fuck y'all. We keeping it wide open. COVID is a lie. It never happened. If you get sick and die, you a bitch. We don't know what happened to you. Your immune system is weak. The state is open. COVID's a lie. And then there's other states that was like, shut down Earth. COVID is a plague upon us all. And if we do not act in care, respect, and unison with this, we will all perish. Same country. If you were in New York versus being in Florida, you had two very different experiences during the pandemic, the height of the pandemic. Like, your location played a huge difference. So the United States of America, ain't nothing united about none of these damn states, bro. Everybody doing their own thing. It's the freestyle states of America. Ain't nobody fucking united. Your ass go to Mississippi. You think you good. You be in New Jersey, New York, Colorado, California, Portland, I think, right? I think these are I think those are all of the like legal or I think Boston, like the Massachusetts guy is legal as well. But then you just drive, and that's the thing about them. You don't need no passport. Just drive your car, bro. You'll be legal, and depending on where you're coming from and how fast you're going, like a good old math question, in about 8 to 10 hours, you can be a full-on fugitive, and you haven't done anything different from when you were in one state to the next. You just drove at the right speed. You wasn't doing anything illegal in the car. The same shit you had on you in one state, you crossed state lines, and now you are running the risk of being put away for life. That is a setup like I ain't never heard. That's a setup. That's a game, bro. Why would they design it that way? Where I'm legal here. Listen to this. They gonna make weed. You legal in this state. You smoking, you good. You not paying attention, you high as fuck. And then you walk, you get your goof ass in the car. Maybe you're not operating the vehicle because you don't want to, not either drink or drive or smoke or drive or whatever the fuck. You don't want to be under any influence behind the vehicle, right? So maybe somebody else is driving and they're sober, but you lit. And you still got some more on you. You got a couple more blunts ready to be lit. And then here you go, you in Mississippi. You are now a full fugitive. And if the cops catch your ass, before you might get a hey, your tail light is out or some shit. Or maybe here's a ticket. You guys were, I don't know. No, you can't get in too much trouble. But then you just drive a little bit in the same country, the same currency, the same politics. A little bit, kind of the same politics, because that's the problem with this. One Supreme Court of one state versus Supreme, and I thought the Supreme Court was the entire joint. How the fuck does Mississippi have its own Supreme Court? Or just like they break off in branches? I don't fucking know. I have no idea how law works, but I do know this. If you in Mississippi or heading over there, don't touch nothing green. Don't bring no type of flowers with you. Not weed, not a dandelion. Nothing. Okay? Bring nothing but water and a Bible. Cause you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. It's really ridiculous that they're gonna say, yo, for a life sentence, bro. That's criminal. That is fucking criminal. The Mississippi Supreme Court has upheld a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole for a man convicted of possessing less than 2 ounces of pot. That is criminal shit, son. 2 ounces is a good amount of weed, but that ain't no life sentence. You could just take the weed and be like, you know what? We confiscate. Whatever happens to a good old confiscation? Just take the weed from me. Why you gotta lock me away forever, ever. You don't think that's excessive? That's excessive as fuck. Damn, America, you scary. But dude, that event was fucking cool, man. It was really cool today. It felt pretty dope. You know, they were like really receptive. It was like a Q&A. It was asking me how I got into comedy, how I got into writing, and you know, where it's coming from. And it was dope because it's like, damn, yo, it's people where it's like, this version of my life could have been different. I could have been sitting on the other side of this table if I just made a few different turns, or if things just worked out for me differently. I could have been sitting on the other side of this table and asking one of them, you know, how to do what you do and all of this shit. Because I'm not that different. I'm not different at all from where they grew up. You know, it's literally so close. Of damn, if you just did it this way or went that way, or I don't even know. You know, sometimes it's just the bad luck of the draw. You was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and here you go, swept up in some bullshit. Them gang law shits back in that shit used to they got mad people locked up. All you got to do is be in a picture, and you getting some conspiracy shit, or just be standing around them. You know, it's so easy to get swept up in bullshit. But it was like, man, it was really eye-opening. It was really fucking cool to do that. The one guy, though, that hated Jimmy Fallon, he was hilarious. And I know he wasn't doing it intentionally. It's almost like he couldn't control himself. He was just going off. At first, I walked into the room and someone was like giving a speech about how everybody needs to address him properly. Like, say my name correctly. He's like, you better don't call me Joe, Joey, don't none of that. Say my full fucking government if you talking to me. And I heard that shit when he came to introduce himself to me. I said, son, whole government name. Because we not about to be in here moving furniture because I done gave you a little quick nickname or nothing. What up, Jay? Nigga, didn't I just tell you? Bow. And he punched me? No, nah, not today. I'm saying your whole government, bruh. We are not getting into it. Dude was making a declaration. He was like, I don't fucking play that. If the man's name is Timothy, you call him Timothy. Don't call him Tim. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this guy so angry at nicknames? Shit, son, my name Andre. You could call me Dre. Ain't nothing gonna happen. What's up? What's wrong with being called a little short version of your actual name? I understand if you said, yo, my name is David, and then I go, word, I'm gonna call you Rajesh. And you gonna be, what the fuck's your problem? But if you say my name David, I'm like, all right, Dave. I still, you can still say David. I get it. Or all right, maybe, or, you know, all right, what's a better not Richard, because we're going to be saying Dick all goddamn Dick. But like, all right, my name Andre Dre. If you say my name Andre, and then you know I say, hey, my name's Dre. What the fuck? I don't know. He was talking about it. He's extremely passionate. There was veins coming out of his fucking forehead when he was going about this whole Timothy Tim shit, and Joe and Josh, and Joshua and Joseph and Jimmy. He don't like nicknames. Like this. He straight up don't like nicknames. If her name is Tatiana, you say Tatiana. Don't say Tati or Anna or T. No nicknames. Because if you do it, he's swinging on you. Also, he's going to swing on Jimmy if he does another Taxi movie or some shit, apparently. Taxi 2 with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah would be great. I hope they make this movie because they're going to have to watch this man. They're going to have to put out a restraining order if a Taxi 2 gets announced. That dude might do some shit, okay? It's dangerous out here. Damn, America, you scary. Speaking of weed, Mike Tyson is rumored to smoke at least a minimum about $40,000 worth of weed a month. I've seen more than one article saying that Iron Mike Tyson smokes at least $40,000 worth of weed a month. Now, as a weed consumer, a baby one, I ain't no big toke, big smoke type of dude. I take it easy. I buy regular weed. You know, shout out to Cat. I don't be getting no super duper Uzi I keeps it super simple. I don't even really smoke. I dry herb vape. I take my time, okay? I take my time. So it lasts me long. I don't know how the fuck can anyone smoke $40,000 worth of weed in 1 month. I could probably smoke 40 grand of weed in my lifetime. Like in my lifetime, I think I could smoke that much. If you give me, let's say God called me home when I'm 96. By time from, I think I probably started at 26, 27. So from 26, 27 to 96 years old, I could probably 40,000. I'm gonna have to give away a lot. I ain't gonna be able to smoke it all by myself. I'm gonna have to share. Bro. $100 a week could last me a month. Fuck y'all be smoking that much for? What y'all, how? Sometimes I see shit and I'm like, y'all got different body parts than I got. Cause how you smoke that and you okay? How you still walking? How you still making sentences that are coherent? See some motherfuckers smoke a blunt the size of a forearm, and they good. It seemed like. What are y'all doing? I don't know. Him. I want. They got to do a study on Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Iron Mike Tyson, Method Man, Redman, Cypress Hills. I don't know. Those are the only names that come to mind right now that they've spoke and like displayed. They've shown it. There was this one dude on Cypress Hills. I forgot homie name, but they call him Bong Lung or something, or Bong some shit. And they had a bong on stage. The bong was probably, I don't know, bro, like a 4 foot tall, 5 foot tall. It was the height of a person. The bong was as tall as some human. Like there's a person that's this size, and it's not a fucking baby or like a little person. Like this is like a 4.5 feet, 5 foot bong. And this dude, they had to work in unison. Like somebody had to hold a part of the bong, and while the other person holds the bottom, and then somebody else is lighting it. Like it was a team effort to get this shit to work. And son took a bong rip off of a 5 foot, either 4 to 5 feet, but off of a bong that size. Took a full bong rip. And he blew out the smoke and kept performing. He didn't cough, pass out, die, lose a lung, or nothing. I couldn't do no shit like that. Bro. I ain't cut out for it. Same thing with liquor. Shit, I've met a couple people, a lot of people, that, when they say that whole term of I'll drink you under the table, it's not no hard work for anybody to drink me under no damn table. I fall apart, son. One little drink, I could make that shit last for 3 hours straight. The whole night, I could nurse a drink. That's me. I'm king drink nurser. Like, you will never catch me. If somebody was to ever see me throwing them back, the day you spot Andre throwing back, like I'm on beer number 6 or I'm on shot number 4, something in my life has gone horribly wrong. If you ever see me knocking them back with no struggles, no strife, straight face, I'm just knocking them back. Get help. Call my mama. Get the pastor. Get somebody. Call the cops, or maybe not, but call somebody to stop me, because I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. That's not in my code. I ain't cut out for that. What I am cut out for is uploading late ass podcasts, which I'm gonna do again at some point. But I'm gonna try to get better, right? We friends at this point, right? We cool. You know what I mean? There's a mutual love and respect between us, right? You ain't got no grudge against me or nothing, right? I'm cool with you. You cool with me. Show me love. I show you love. My bad it was late. Damn, son. But like, I'm gonna upload more. You know what I mean? I'm a backload. I'm gonna figure it out, because I'm here for the people, you know? I know I got a responsibility. I respect y'all time, yo. I appreciate you for listening. You understand? Every time you download the podcast and you listen, I say in my heart, thank you, yo. I appreciate you. So don't think I'm just out here willy-nilly not uploading podcasts because I don't give a fuck. I don't need it. It's not like that. I just be flustered. You ain't never been flustered? I be flustered, flabbergasted, and overwhelmed. You ain't never been none of those? So, you know, cut me some slack, give me some grace. I'm about to go eat some cereal, because I remember, if I told you early up top, I had made food and that shit was ass. So I got to go recover. But this has been Slouch Theory. Peace.